Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra, if you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, check the description box for a link where you can find out your entire birth chart. That way, for any reason this doesn't resonate with you, you can check your Moon or Rising sign reading for the week and see if that's helpful. That being said, I do hope that this is appealing to you and does resonate with you in a healing way. Links to my book and why I do what I do, well, information about why I do what I do, and then links to the cards that I'm using today are in the description box as well. So I'll be doing the same reading I did last week, 5-card spread using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here, and then additional messages from both the Medicine Card Tarot and the Healing with the Angels Tarot. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of May 23rd to May 29th. It is a general reading. So whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Libra, is what I encourage you to apply these messages to. That could be travel, health, romance, business, etc. So whatever is most prominent in your life, I will almost guarantee that these messages will apply to those issues for you. And I do hope that you find them helpful. So Libra, I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. I call upon Gaia to please bless this reading for Libra. Right, Libra, so far we have in your central position, which represents you this week, the card of deep knowing. This is a very feminine card. It is a card of mystics. It is a card of intuition. It's a very feminine card. It is also the card of night, mysteries, and if you're not careful, there could be an element of deception here. Either you're projecting it or it's being projected onto you. So just be aware of that this week. And what you're just coming out of, energy you're just leaving this week, Libra, is the card Poised. Poised means that you've literally been able to go with the flow, that you are able to handle anything that comes your way this week because you feel that you've been through the fire recently and it doesn't matter what it is before you. You know intuitively for the upcoming week you have what it takes to get through the week. You have the strength, you have the fortitude, you have the answers, right? Deep knowing. And in your conscious or outside influence position, you have the card, the fork in the road. So this is something basically that you recognize in your own life that you need to make a very definitive decision on, and is going to include a lot of contemplation. It's not going to be a quick and easy snap the finger decision, but this is possibly a long-term decision, and that something that you thought was working or going a certain way for you, or that you had planned, etc., isn't really working out the way you want it to, and that you are willing to make another decision regarding that. So there's not a great deal of contemplation here. It's just that you recognize this won't be a week necessarily of contemplation, but it will be perhaps even an action week about taking action about which direction you're willing to move next. In the internal influence or subconscious position, we have no place like home. This is you feeling deeply at home, deeply satisfied. It could even be a card of family, familial relationships, creating relationships that feel like family. I know in my life, my friends are my family, so this could be whether or not you're close to your blood relatives, it doesn't matter, whatever family means to you, and you feel so confident and at home here in an internal or subconscious position. If this isn't occurring in your world this week, Libra, this could be a deep yearning for that feeling, okay? And then in the probable outcome position, we have the Yang card. Yang is a masculine directive energy card. So the only caution I have here is that you might be this decision, this fork in the road, this new path might be taken a bit too suddenly, out of impatience, anger, regret, etc. So let's look at these up close one by one and get to the bottom of what's going on here for you this week. But like I said, the caution here is that you don't move too quickly this week in this decision making. Whether or not you're yearning for something else, it could require a little bit more time, particularly if you want to satisfy or quell or maintain current relationships. Okay, so in the central position, like I said, we have deep knowing. You can see there's an owl here and 2 moons. So anytime we see an owl, we know that this is the card of mystics. It's a feminine card. It's the card of the moon, of all things psychic, intuition, but it also can be an imbalance of all those things. In a position where there isn't large-scale decisions to be made around yearnings, this is ultimately a psychic card and it will work for you. What could be going on here, however, because it's in the central position, is that you may be feeling overwhelmed by the feeling of insecurity, by the yearning, the wanting what you already don't have, for example, and the notion that you have to just scrap everything that is right now in order to get or possess what you yearn for. And because the yang, the action card, is directly after the probable outcome, it could be that the hurry to do this could be the downfall, okay? So not that a decision doesn't have to be made, or that, you know, you can't follow your intuition. It's not like that. It's just about perhaps perhaps this decision, this fork in the road for you, deserves more contemplation, more study, more even communication and conversation, okay? Perhaps getting what you need or what you think you need right now, or what you want, because we always get what we need, right? Perhaps getting what you want right now deserves a conversation versus you acting like a bulldozer and forging ahead to get what you think you want. It could play against you, that's all. So just a little bit of caution there. In your recent history, or the energy you're just coming out of into this week, is the Poised card. You feel like you have had the answers for everything up until this week. It could be that you were poised to make a new decision. You knew that this was around the corner. You're ready to do this. You're ready to get to what you're yearning for here. But like I said, because this is a central position, it could be that you're not being fair with the other people or parties or circumstances or organizations, etc., whatever in a general sense this is applying to. Because for some reason their voice isn't being heard here. They're not being considered here for whatever reason. And particularly if you feel that if you make this decision and it's the best for you and it's because of your own yearnings and you take action, the kickback, again, unless there's some really light, fun, gentle energy cards here that we'll pull at the end of this spread, I just see this as being too quick. It deserves more contemplation. So as I said, in the external or conscious position, we have the fork in the road. You can see literally there are so many arrows. There are so many ways that this little animal family can go. Again, this is our second owl in the spread, so a great deal of intuition, a great deal of psychic energy and power. Beware of misuse of this power. It's something that I would tell anyone in any spread, though. As soon as I see 2 owls, I see the potential for misuse because it's so intense. So be careful of this, that you don't run roughshod over one and have it bite you in the butt in the future. The other most prominent part of this card is to notice that the rhesus monkey at the top of the fork in the road here has a mask on. Be careful that you're not wearing a mask in trying to get what you want. In other words, don't lie, don't deceive, okay? Just period. No matter if you want to get what you think you want here, deception playing on people's emotions, being clandestine or surreptitious will bite you in the butt. And I'm not just saying that, Libra, because it's Libra and it's this week. I'm saying if this was anybody else, I'd say the exact same thing. Just be careful about what you're choosing here on a conscious level out of this sense of yearning. This is an internal influence or subconscious card. The no place like home means that you feel you don't already have it. And if this was in another position, I wouldn't say that. But here it is, some conscious level. You're yearning for this. No place like home. But where is home? Well, guess what? Where you are is always home. Wherever you rest your hat is home, right? And yearning for something that you already have is unappreciation. It's the opposite of appreciation. It means that you're looking past. It's almost like you have a handful of gold, right? And instead of looking at that and counting the gold and being thankful for that, you're looking at the ground around you. You're looking in the mountains. You're looking everywhere. You're looking at everyone else's hands, right? Because you feel like you don't have it or you can't have it and you don't already have it, but it's in your own hands. You already have it. Feeling at home is a feeling from within. It's a peaceful feeling from within. And you'll find that no matter unless you have that already, unless you feel content already inside, there's no place on the planet that is going to make you feel this way until you feel it internally first. And like I said, the probable outcome card is the Yang card. This is the card number 1 here. It's the Sun card. This is about physical energy, and this is a pure action card. So this is taking action on what you're deciding here from a feeling of lack or loss, even though you were getting what you needed. Absolutely. I think you're looking past something that is right in front of your eyes for whatever reason, Libra. You're neglecting something that's right in front of your eyes in favor of or in pursuit of, this, I'm not going to say pretend necessarily that it doesn't exist, but this sensation or feeling that ultimately you have to give yourself. You have to provide yourself. Looking for this on the outside or outside yourself is, listen, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't work that way. That's not the way that peace happens, right? We can't go looking outside of ourselves. For peace, we have to create it. We have to feel it. We have to give it a home in ourselves first, and then we can feel at home wherever we are in the world. Just be careful of misusing what are commonly known for signs involving Venus, so that's Libra and Taurus, what are commonly known as things like good intentions, okay? Be considerate of others when you're doing this large-scale decision-making or big changes in plans through conversation. Be willing to have a conversation with other people about this without being manipulative, without wearing a mask, without doing what, like I said, something clandestine or shady or underhanded to get your own way, right? Whatever your own way is this week. It doesn't, I mean, you can do it, but there's going to be a kickback and you're not going to like it. Okay, Libra, so we have the dog. So the dog's keyword is loyalty. This is a great deal of consideration that you need to make here in this decision. This is about a relationship. Now, like I said, it's a general reading. This could be a business. This could be a travel issue. This, whatever the relationship is, it could even just be with yourself and your own heart, the relationship your earth self has with your higher self, etc. But the key word here is loyalty. Who are you being loyal to and why? And if you're withdrawing your loyalty, why? Is it because you're not getting what you want right away? Because that's not really fair. That's not even giving the other person or people, communication, organization, a chance. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. For whatever reason, you're being clandestine, holding it in, wearing a mask, being surreptitious, not being forthright, not being completely honest about what you want, and therefore, how could you possibly get it anyway? Could you be more loyal to the idea or the concept or the belief than the person or relationships that already exist? And if you are, why? Okay, just something to contemplate this week. What's more important to you and why? So a beautiful way to end the reading this week, Libra, you have the card New Love. So if this is about romance or relationships for you, and you're already in one, you could be rediscovering something within an existing relationship or developing a new romance or a new concept of love within already existing relationships. If you're not in a relationship at the moment, Libra, this could be a physical new love, a new person of interest, a love interest for you. Or if that's not occurring in your life this week, new love could also mean a love for projects, concepts, ideas, ways of life, ways of thinking. Perhaps this fork in the road could be your new love. It's just who's being left behind and why. And why are you in such a hurry here to leave something behind? Okay, and again, these look nice together as well. We're looking at new love and loyalty. If you are in a permanent relationship, for example, and you are going behind someone's back, please don't do that. If someone is trying to do this to you, please don't tolerate this, okay? Looking at loyalty and new love, which can be at odds unless they're within the same relationship. So good luck to you, my dear Libra. I hope this was helpful to you and somewhat healing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you like with the reading and comment if you have any comments about the reading, and share with other Libras if you think they would benefit from this reading, and be sure to subscribe for free weekly readings for your sign. And until the next time, I look forward to seeing you for your next weekly reading. Bye for now.